for me, when it happened, I was working, and it reached a point where you just can't sit in the house. You have to look for something to do to keep your sanity. So I started coping by running, doing regular outdoor exercises, because then gyms were closed, and it's very interesting because during the COVID time I actually had a six-pack. I was very fit. Yeah, I was very fit during the COVID period. So my coping mechanism was to look for something positive that would enrich my life and just make me mentally sane. Yeah. For you guys, what did you do? What did you do that when your life was disrupted completely? Pap! Ni nini mlifanya?
Hiyo time ya pandemic, I started morning runs just like you. In the morning, we used to go morning runs. Tuna nani sisi na mabeshte asubuhi, wake up in the morning around 5, tunakimbia in the morning, some workouts hivyo. Then I started a skill. I'm an artist, I play the instruments. So I started a skill. I started learning the guitar, acoustic, the notes and everything. A friend of mine has a guitar. So I used to take the guitar from his place. I come with it at my place. Then the tutorials, the internet, you see, you just learn a skill, you see, learn a new recipe. I learned a new recipe. Yeah. There was this, kuna rice moja ilikuwa inanisumbua. Achana na hii wali wetu wa kawaida wa kupasha moto nini. Yeah. Fried chicken rice, yeah. I started a new recipe, yeah. Just to keep your mind busy. They say if you conquer your mind, you have conquered the world. So if your mind is idle, take it from me, you'll be corrupt. So I started engaging myself with some new skill. Tutorials, nini angalia. I'm a pianist. I look at the tutorials on internet. I have access to the church. Anytime I'm allowed to go to the church, I'm the pianist there. So I go in there, maybe at night. At night I used to go alone in the kesha, alone with my phone. Najua mates wengi unaambiwa as long as simu iko full, simu ikiwa full na internet iko, bas mimi niko sawa, iko sorted. Internet iko na simu iko full, we are sorted. So my phone, I charged it where maybe nikienda kesha alone, personal practice, you see. So I engaged myself with new skills, see, yeah.
For me, for the next month, like March ndio zilifungwa, so April was so down for me. I'm a person who is programmed, like, because I'm a teacher, I'm used to waking up at this time, doing this, like following a routine. So for me to just wake up in the morning and I have nothing to do, no responsibility, for that 1 month I was so low, I can't lie. It was a lot of eating pizza, a lot of wine, a lot of watching Netflix. They say when you fall down, you have to get yourself up. Take some time, cry, but pick yourself up. So after that month, I said I have to come up with a routine. So I started my working out routine. I started doing new recipes as he did, going to spend time with my mom more because you could only visit your relatives. So for me, I think putting myself in a routine really helps me because I'm a very programmed person.
To me, or Mimi, I think how I coped up with the whole situation was my piece of art, yeah? I used to download beats in YouTube. I'm an artist, so I used to download beats in YouTube, then write some lyrics to the beats, okay? So I take like a day, I set a target, nasema, today I want to write an instrumental. I want to write some lyrics to an instrumental. So I go and download the instrumental from YouTube, I listen to it, and then I kind of draft something, or I come up with some piece of art about that. So that used to help me because that time I was also dealing with this girlfriend issue. So I would like express myself in the in the instrumental. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, this idea, and then I also was like kind of I love watching movies. So I would after doing all this piece of art, I would just fungo my laptop and then I watch my movies there. So that ilikuwa ilikuwa some kind of way to just to get out of your yote ilikuwa na happen kwa dunia. So I think it helped me in some kind of way, and siwezi sema ilikuwa mbaya. It was a bad experience to all of us, lakini thank God we made it, yeah. Music was therapy, yes. Yes. Wanasema kalamu na kitabu zikishikana hivi, uanze kufanya 1 2 3 ukichora hivi, you'll get relieved, man. Yes. So ilinisaidia.
COVID imenionyesha pia maajabu sana, because I lost people who I really valued, and people who I really loved, and people who really also played a very important role in my life. There are people who I lost to COVID. And it was very painful because one of them had not even left their houses during the COVID period. Alipata COVID akiwa kwa hao. Na hivyo ndio vile alienda. Yeah? It took a lot of time, because it was what we used to hear was death. And that affects you in some way. So for you guys, did you lose relatives to COVID, or did you lose friends to COVID? I mean, how did it affect you in terms of people who are close to you?
Personally, it affected me. There was a time a friend of mine, his family was affiliated with Corona. So I used to go there, visit them every time. Then I came to my hood, nikaanza hii kukoa mafua. Umeelewa? So mbogi yangu ikaanza kunilenga bana, ananiambia buda sikuoni vizuri, umeona. So ikakuwa hivyo. There was a time, you remember that time, kuna ule mtoto alituamsha asubuhi. Nakumbuka ule mtoto wa Kenya alituamsha asubuhi akitombe. Yeah, that one. So ilikuwa ni hiyo time. So nikamka asubuhi. Alikuwa anasema watu wakunywe sijui chai ambayo ina sukari. Nikajipata. Once in a while na majani hapo hivyo black tea. So it really affected me. Some of my friends, they stood awake here and said like umse bana zi. Alafu pia ile design ko unaona like corona venye napeleka wase, maybe you see you're closer to God, like oh my God, I'm still young, God, this is not the right time, you see. But I came and realized it was not corona, it was just a normal flu, you see. But during that time, hata ulikuwa na flu, some would take you uko na corona, that perspective. Hata mtu akiwa ameshikwa na ugonjwa fulani, they'll assume it's corona, you see. So hata mtu alikuwa ni mgonjwa anaficha ugonjwa wake, like doesn't want to be standard out, the society will send you out like no, this guy has corona, maybe utapelekwa quarantine hivyo. So it really affected our social life, our friends, you see, and our activities, our normal activities. We there was kulikuwa na border, like hakuna kwenda huku na huku, lakini there was hapo local two activities hapo. It really affected us too. Yeah.
I think what I lost, inaweza sema sana, school lose mtu ile to death, yeah. I thank God for that. Someone close to me didn't die because of corona. But I think the most thing nili lose kwa hiyo time ya corona ni that my relationship. That is the one inaweza sema tu hii na ilienda kabisa. Hiyo ilienda. Yeah? Sababu hiyo time hiyo ilienda. Hiyo ndio inaweza sema tu ilienda, because friends walikuwa close. Tulikuwa na plot moja na my friends wenye tulikuwa nao most, yeah. Wale mnajua mnapiga sawa mnapiga nao kazi, si ndio? Before corona, that is, because we used to hustle. Mimi nimseni kwa campus hustle, yeah. So nilikuwa na hustle, kuna wale wabishi tulikuwa na hustle tu nao. So vinye corona ikakuja, tulikuwa na kanga plot moja most of us, yeah. So tulikuwa nafanya tu zile indoors activities. Zile unapata mkitoka kwa ploti mnaika kama kimeza hapo ama viti mnapiga story tu. Sasa you just have fun like storying and telling maybe background stories za nyumbani zile za kitambo. You just bring them back to your moments, sababu you just trying to kill time, ndio? Yeah. So mimi I think nashukuru tu sikuluzu mtu to corona to death.
For me, I thank God no one in my family got it, but what affected me is my sister-in-law was ill for quite a while. So during that time is when she passed, and there were no burials allowed, if someone dies today, they immediately assume it's corona, so by tomorrow they're supposed to be buried. So that's how it affected me. I couldn't attend her funeral, and that really weighed on me for some time.
We've seen in both print and electronic media that there were a lot of suicides amongst young people. Yeah, there was a lot of violence, in homes. What was it about those things, the suicides and the violence in relation to the challenges you faced during the corona period?
Time ya corona naweza sema hivi, when it hit ama venye tulikuwa shanza kuadapt nayo, si ndio? Unajua kuna zile mikakati tulieka ya kuwa it is now here with us, tunaishi nao, si ndio? So unajua kama ulikuwa umezoea maisha fulani unasema hiyo kando sahihi. Sasa kulikuwa na phrase nani alikuwa anapenda kutumia, kagwe, it's our new normal. You remember that phrase? This is our new normal, yeah? So you had to adapt to ways ambazo zita make sure anything you do fanya tukijua corona iko. Kama ulikuwa unatafuta pesa njia nyingine, tafuta njia nyingine kutafuta pesa. Hata kama itazibika, lakini we just had to survive. Like we had to do what we had to do. Mimi hiyo time sikuenda nyumbani. Kuna wase wengi wali travel nyumbani. Mimi sikupenda idea kwenda nyumbani. So kind of really keep away from my family, hasa wale wa nyumbani. But haikuwa mbaya vile because we just used to communicate kwa simu. Na pia nasema tu venye ilikuwa yani my parents pia walikuwa wanafanya 1 2 3 ndo wale wadogo wangu pia wapate venye wanaweza survive, si ndio? Ama wanaweza pata kitu cha kula. So mimi kikwangu siwezi dwell much on that size kwa sahi because hiyo ilipita na mimi I just thank God that hiyo cloud tu ilipita maze. Ilikuwa time nyingine mbaya sana because all of us we are just going through stuff. Mimi my sanity I always like being sane. Sababu being sane huwa nasema mimi kama niko sawa akilini najua naweza fanya chochote. Because the moment unapoteza akili yako, trust me, you can sijua unaweza fanya nini. Lani nimeshaona wase wamepotea yani akili. Yana hauko tu. You can't think, you can't decide for yourself. Hakuna kitu mbaya kama huwezi jiamulia kitu. Like mtu anakuambia hii unasema I don't know ama I don't know what to think, ama I don't know what to tell, I don't know what to say. Shapata. Sasa mimi just being in the right state of mind, najua ukiniuliza hii I can give you an answer. Ama ukiniambia fanya hii najua hii si nzuri, hii ni nzuri. So just being sane kwa hiyo time, hata kama kulikuwa na hizo issues zingine mingi, even though economically tulikuwa down, unaweza pata kuna one day chakula lakini you just say next day najua nitapata, si ndio? Hizo zilikuwa tu vitu za normal sasa. Okay? Yeah, so that's it for me.